Here again with another Lucifer Season 3 episode review video. Before I get into that though, pretty important. If you aren't caught up to the point where I am at rewatching or watching Lucifer, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description. If that happens to be the case and you find out that you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't. I repeat, don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. And for all of you that are wondering, this is actually my first time watching Lucifer. So join me and the Lucifer expert Crazy Coffee Man down in the comments section to discuss this mostly awesome and amazing show. With that in mind, this will be Lucifer Season 3, Episode 21. The title of this episode is called Anything Pierce Can Do, I Can Do Better. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. We start with a random female practicing being a ballerina alone, and then someone strangles her from behind. Now, my opinion, using M99 or even ketamine like Dexter would be much better to do to avoid the struggle that could actually happen. Although it doesn't look like there was a struggle here, but it could have happened. Pierce says, I guess the plan worked. The plan to get Chloe to fall for him. He says Chloe's love makes them vulnerable, both him and Lucifer. Dope shades, Missy, as Chloe has worn shades to the office. Ella says she only wears those when she cries, and she realizes that Chloe's been crying, and she tells Ella that her and Pierce broke up. Ella says she won't interfere, and then Ella still goes to yell at Pierce. Pierce says he needs to win her back, and he totally screwed this up. Yes, you totally screwed this up, Pierce. Crime scene time, and Chloe doesn't want to talk to Lucifer about what happened with Pierce, and he shows up right on cue, actually, Pierce does. Change of plans. He doesn't want to die anymore. He wants to win Chloe back and live happily ever after with Chloe. Now that he could potentially die, he'll grow old and then die with Chloe. Pierce tells Chloe he loves her. Chloe says, what? He expects her to say she loves him too, and she can't trust him, but she can't trust him anymore. Our victim is Raina Makova. I don't remember what the name is, and they were saying it different from each character. So Raina, I think, is what the first name was. She was 29, and known for taking rehearsals alone, especially when she has a big premiere coming up. Ella says it looks like she was killed roughly 10 hours ago. A slipper was left behind. Dan is going to join Ella because this is awkward, the whole Pierce-Chloe situation. Lucifer is told to back off by Chloe as it has nothing to do with him. Lucifer gets cut by Chloe, and Lucifer says maybe it still does. Lucifer goes to see Linda Martin. Great news. The detective still makes me bleed, which means there's hope. Hope for the detective, of course, and Lucifer feels like he needs to tip the scales in his favor. Lucifer leaves, and Linda feels like she should have stopped him this time. Now, Pierce tells Maze that he doesn't want to hurt Chloe, and Maze says she needs this to get back to hell. Like Pierce says, the plan is off. Pierce got Chloe lemon bars. Dan has some, but he spits it out once he finds out that Pierce is the one that made them. Lucifer and Chloe go to speak to another ballerina, Amber, who's a suspect, as it was her slipper or shoe, whatever you want to call it, that apparently killed the other ballerina. She could be the next Tanya Harding, for all we know. Lucifer calls Amenadiel to his penthouse. It's time we need to get rid of Pierce. He needs to pick me over, or she needs to pick me over Pierce. I put he by mistake. Lucifer tells Amenadiel that Pierce was behind the whole Sinnerman thing. Chloe and Lucifer speak to a dancing choreographer. He truly desired that the car crash didn't happen. I guess it was all a ruse. And while he was good before then, the car crash made him like way more like out there, I think. His accident didn't crush his leg. Truth is, it made his career. Charlotte is preparing herself for eternal damnation. Amenadiel needs Charlotte to help prove Pierce was the mastermind behind the whole Sinnerman case. Amenadiel says his final task is to bring Lucifer and Chloe together, as he's the one that brought Chloe in from, on orders from his dad. Charlotte asks if helping could put her in God's good graces as well. Maybe. I'm in. Lucifer wants to go for a drive in what I think was a Shelby GT500, something GT500. In fact, Lucifer got Chloe that car. That car was heavily featured in Gone in 60 Seconds, at least the 2000 version with Nicolas Cage. I don't know about the one with Steve McQueen. Anyway, Lucifer says, anything Pierce can do, I can do better. I didn't say it like that, but for some reason I am. Chloe says it isn't about stuff Lucifer, and hands him back the keys. So Lucifer is just not approaching this right. Mace has come to earn her way back into the house, meaning she wants to, not she already has. Trixie comes out and sees Maze and then goes back into her room. The emails came from Sterling. Sterling was having an affair with the victim. He says you don't always get to pick who you fall in love with. He says he didn't send the email, even though it's saying he did. Amenadiel and Charlotte find Pierce exchanging an envelope, however you want to say it, with someone, but they need to see what's in the envelope. Pierce knows Charlotte is following him. Charlotte comes on to Pierce to hide what she's really looking for or doing. Pierce wants Chloe to come over for dinner. Lucifer has Chloe come over to his penthouse before that. Lucifer asks Chloe, isn't this better than anything Pierce can do? And of course, this upsets Chloe. You can't have it both ways, Lucifer. Dan and Ella see a hidden image in the surveillance. Miguel is the killer, and he was like the guy that was helping Amber out, and I knew it. It's like these killers in these episodes, they're almost always very predictable because they're not very featured, but they get shown for a minute here, and I don't know, somehow, some way I knew it. Sterling also shows up and wonders why Miguel killed Reyna. Chloe cuffs Sterling as he had a gun and he was wielding it and shooting it, and Miguel gets arrested. Charlotte and Amenadiel break into Pierce's place. The contents of the envelope are missing. Amenadiel says they're too late, and Charlotte says it's not too late. If she would have went by not too late for her whole career would have been ruined. She does things at the last possible second and does anything she can. So Linda goes to visit Lucifer. He tells her he should have told the detective how he felt. Why don't you? I can't. But not telling Chloe the truth, you're taking her choice away. The truth is, no one really knows what your dad's responsible for. Linda asks Lucifer, what do you truly desire? Pierce stops by Chloe's place, and Pierce proposes to Chloe. Chloe says yes, as Lucifer sees this through the window, ending the episode. So, interesting stuff. I'm really getting tired of Season 3, although I know there's a couple good episodes coming up. Fingers crossed. I kind of already know what happens, but this was okay, though. Better than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to score the episode an 8.6 out of 10. I know a lot of you would give the episode a 10 out of 10. So the first 15 minutes of the episode took me about 3 hours to watch because I get antsy and walk around my apartment, and then I finally geared down and finally finished the rest. But I'll give the characters of the episode. Well, Pierce is going to be the male character. And then for the females, I mean, that speech that she gave to Lucifer at the end where she asked Lucifer, you're the devil, what do you truly desire? And then Charlotte Richards, take your pick. They're co-female characters of the episode, and Marcus Pierce. So you've heard everything that I have to say. Now it's your turn. If you're a fan of Lucifer and you want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please Hulk smash that like button, share the video with anybody you know, put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section and talk to me and the Lucifer expert, Crazy Coffee Man, here. Tell us what your score of the episode is. Who would be your male? Who would be your female character of the episode? If you just want to do one, that's fine. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You are watching the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return as soon as I find out what it is that you desire.